What's up, y'all? One Piece One Life here, and have y'all ever wondered about whether there's secret members of the D-Clan that we just don't know about because they've hidden it from their name? Well, that's the question that I asked myself after chapter 1085, where we learned that the Nefertari family are in fact members of the clan. Now, not only does that mean that there's a second member of the D-Clan on the Straw Hat crew with Vivi, but that also means that there may be a lot more people throughout the world who embody the traits of the D-Clan, but for whatever reason, don't take on the name. That's why I'm bringing out today's theory. Kozuki D. Oden. The Kozuki are part of the D-Clan. Before we get started, guys, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the page where we got a lot of stuff going on, and make sure to share it around with all your friends who are into One Piece. Fact number 1, we see that Oden acts very much so in accordance with how other members of the D-Clan act, but with, a strive for freedom and a drive for exploration. Hell, even the way that he died with the trademark smile on his face as he was sinking into that oil, that was the first thing that clued me in. Fact number 2, we know, according to Imu, that the great kingdom that opposed the world government in the first 20 all those years ago, they all had the initial in some way. Whether it be the message of what the initial is supposed to portray is the one that everyone who opposed the world government at that time had, or literally every member of the Great Kingdom having a D middle name. Due to this, we obviously know that everyone within the D-Clan, for some reason or another, is going against the regime put on by the world government. Everyone we know who has the D in their name has done so. Even Lily, who was one of the first 20 all those years ago, she still ended up going against the government in some way. We're not exactly sure how, but we do know that she did something to scatter the poneglyphs, which went exactly against what Imu wanted. And again, speaking of chapter 1085, we know that it is not crazy for families to hide the fact that their family has the DM initial, because that's exactly what Vivi's family did. Not only that, but then that got me thinking, Vivi and Momo have a lot of similarities. I mean, has anyone else noticed this? Both of them being Straw Hat companions who journeyed with the Straw Hats for multiple story arcs, with their own character arcs culminating in a large-scale battle against a representative of one of the 3 great powers. Both of them being integral in leading and helping stop the conflict in their countries. Both of them being the current leaders of their countries after the death of their fathers. Both having decided to stay with their countries and help their country recover from the oppressive regime, despite really wanting to travel with the Straw Hat Pirates. And while we're on that topic, both of them having been either stated or inferred by Luffy himself to be a member of the crew, even though they're not traveling with them. Both of their families have incredibly strong connections to the ancient weapon Pluton, the poneglyphs, and prophecies. Even the way that their prophecies parallel, where one is projecting a vision for the present, what came to pass in Wano, and the other projecting a vision for the future, the dawn of the world. Now, within all those similarities, and there are many, there's one that I think is going to be really key to the end of One Piece. Now, if you bring your attention back to the first point I made, the first similarity I said, which is that both Vivi and Momo were present during large-scale battles against the forces of the warlords of the sea and the emperors of the sea respectively, with either Crocodile or Kaido. We see a pattern emerging, right, where every time one of the 3 great powers is toppled, it's being done where a convergence and alliance of D-Clan members are coming together, right? I mean, even though we didn't know it at the time, Vivi is a D-Clan member. So Vivi and Luffy coming together is what ended up bringing down Crocodile. Luffy and Momo coming together is what ended up bringing down Kaido. And so what if a combination of the 3 is what's going to bring down the world government? As such, I believe that for the final of the 3 great powers, the Marines, and by extension the world government, it's going to be a mass convergence of all of the bearers of the Willow D. They'll all be there for the final war, and they're all going to be useful in their own ways to press on and eventually take down the world government. I can already see the page being drawn. You have Luffy, you have Vivi, you have Momo, and you have all their allies behind them. And Luffy saying, let's go, it's time to change the world. That alliance is gonna go on, defeat the world government, take out Imu, and that's going to lead to the dawn of the world, a change that we've all been waiting for. Personally, I'd really love to see this happen just because A, I think that it's about time that we start getting more members of the D clan, and B, it makes both Momo and Vivi relevant again. Not that they're not relevant, but at least bring them back into the current story, right? Where we know for a fact we're gonna see them again before One Piece is over. So that's my theory about why the Kozuki family are D-Clan members and how all the D-Clan members are going to be integral to taking down the world government at the end of One Piece. But what do you guys think? I really want to hear your opinions on this in the comments. That's the end of the video, y'all, but please, if you like anything I had to say, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the page for more One Piece content like this, and make sure to share it around with all your friends. Like I said, I'm trying to make this a really great community, but I need y'all help to do it. This video is a bit on the shorter end, but that's okay. There's more stuff coming. So I'll talk to you guys later. And always remember, One Piece, one life.